Yo, what is going on, guys? We are back today for war number 2 of the brand new season 29. And we're coming off one of my worst wars ever in 4 Loki. The last war, we died twice. It was just a horrible war. Really did not go well. But after, Tater said that he was going to be assigning me a lot of kitty and ghost fights. So for anyone who doesn't know how it works in 4 Loki, or I can't speak for other top alliances because I'm not in them. I don't know exactly how it works. I assume it works similarly. But in 4 Loki, how it works is in each battle group, there's obviously officers, and these officers plan out the war attack and defense for every single war. So they tell us where to place our defense, and then once the war attack starts, after a couple hours of it being started, they look at the entire map and they figure out how we're going to try to conquer this map with 0 deaths. That's always the goal. So to try for that 0 death, they assign everybody which champions to bring, which nodes they're going to be fighting with those champions. And sometimes it's a little bit of a harder fight, a little description on how to do it. You can always PM the officers, ask for help, tips. If you have concerns with the champs you're bringing or with any specific fights, you can bring it up, maybe make some changes. That's happened too. But that's how it works. So I saw some comments like, why did you bring this champion for this fight? You should have brought this champion. It's like I don't choose. I get assigned fights. It's now... I could have, looked at my path and be like, okay, I don't think this is going to work, and then we could talk about changing something, but I didn't do that. So ultimately, it's my fault when I die. I just wanted to clear that up because I'm sure not every alliance does that. So, but that's how it works, at least in my alliance, and I'm good with that. I like that. I prefer that, honestly. It's less work for me. I don't even have to figure out who I'm bringing. I just get told, and that's good. It's easier, and it's nice that I'm going to be getting some kitty and ghost fights. So first fight with ghost right there was that Dr. Doom. Went really easy. I was a little worried his aggression and fury, but went good. I have not used ghost in Alliance War. I don't think I've ever brought my 6-star ghost to Alliance War. There was a couple of wars where I brought my 5-star seasons ago. I only had a couple fights though, and I'm pretty sure they all went good. I didn't die. But some of them, I was getting a little bit of weird AI. So you'll see I play it a little bit differently with Ghost here. Sometimes I'm parrying more just to play safe. So here we have this Apocalypse. And I was told to use a Power Star at 1 for this fight. Got my tech boost going. So this is EMP modification, which I already knew. But there's also Burden of Might. And that really caught my eye because Burden of Might could really screw me over here if I accidentally dex. And then hit him, I lose all my power. And right here, right at the start, he throws a heavy attack. And I kind of am forced to dex it. So now, if I attack Apocalypse, I'm going to lose all my power. That Power Star 1 boost will be all for naught. So I'm just letting him hit my phase, parrying a bit, just to build up my power. So boom, I'm at 2 bars now. Right here, boom, throw it on the tail end of his heavy attack. You see my power got drained because of Burden of Might. On the first hit of my special, I gained some power back from the tech boost, and then I lost it. But the other 2 hits gave me some good amount of power. A couple phase hits back to that special 2. Throw it again, he's dead. So I made a massive mistake at the start there, but because I actually read the nodes, I was aware of my mistake and corrected my course. So that fight ended up going pretty well. I just took some unfortunate block damage, but that's all good. So next up here, we move on to path number 1, and we have a Gulk. So figure Outlast, all right, this looks like a piece of cake. Should be no problem. I still had a little bit of energy. I was only planning on doing the APOC and Doom right now, but I was like, yeah, I got enough energy. So might as well. So you see at the start that I take 2 hits into my phase and then I parry. And now the reason for that is normally I take 2 hits into my phase and then I just retaliate. But in Alliance War, I've actually, before when I used my 5-star ghost a couple seasons ago, the AI seemed like a little smarter, or maybe I was just a little slow. I don't know, but like I said, I'm very confident with Ghost outside of Alliance War, but still just a bit nervous using her this first war. So just trying to get into that war Ghost rhythm, trying to get my confidence built with her just by doing fights with her, not dying, and I feel very confident. So maybe I'll start playing a bit more aggressive and more confident in future wars with Ghost. But this first one, just kind of a feeler, just trying to get used to it, just really trying not to die this war, because I died twice in the last war, and if I die with Ghost in this war, I'm worried that I won't get assigned her anymore. So yeah, I just really don't want to die. So yeah, don't have a tech boost on for this fight. I wish I did. Because you're going to see what's about to happen. So in the last war, we died to a Mojo boss, and I don't want to make excuses, but I had a very passive AI, and I couldn't get him to throw his specials. Now that could be my fault for not being efficient enough baiter, or it could be, a little bit on the AI's fault for just being a little stingy, or it could be both. But here, I'm trying to bait this special out. I literally took 5 hits into my phase. A full combo, he didn't throw it. It took 30 seconds to bait out 1 special attack. Like, what is going on, man? And a bunch of you guys in the comments as well were saying that you're having similar issues with just your seasoned baiters. I remember I was a comment I read. He said he was a seasoned baiter, which is good. He knows how to bait specials. He's been playing the game for a while. And he too notices that the AI is just not wanting to throw it lately. Like, what's going on, man? It's annoying and frustrating when they just don't throw it. So here, applying my final guidance for this war, helping out the homies, and then me and Pete, salting Mini Island. I made a tweet about it, the Ghost Bros. So me and Pete both were running full Ghost this war, and he was assigned a couple more fights on Mini Island and the boss. But we didn't have to, but you definitely want to leave up the Hazard Shift mini boss, so that if you're ghosting the boss, you get all the debuffs and it makes it a lot easier. So Pete crushed the boss with that up, but someone had to stay behind and finish the war map to take down that Hazard Shift after the boss was down, and that job fell on me. So now I got the cleanup on this Korg. So I've seen Korg here before. I've seen some gameplay. I think I've seen Karate Mike take this fight with Ghost before, a long time ago. So I know it's possible. I fought Korg before. I know what I'm doing. This was definitely the fight that I was most nervous about, and unfortunately I had to pretty much entirely reboost. But that's okay. I don't mind, because like I said, I'm a little nervous about this fight, so I just want to make sure that we get the solo. So my Resonate was actually giving him some extra rock stacks at the start, but that's okay. We get them all off now. And here we're looking to drop a big special. So I put on a 200% tech boost, and that was actually probably a mistake. But yeah, here I throw my special. I thought he was going to dash me. He doesn't. The second hit connects and the last one doesn't. That weird ghost spacing on our special too. Unfortunate. So we took a combo, but hey, that was what the invulnerability boost was for. Hit a really nice light intercept. I've been practicing those more and more. So it's pretty awesome that I'm using them in Alliance War 2. But yeah, just looking for him to dash me. He's playing super passive. Finally, we get a dash. Boom, there we go. Get rid of those rock stacks. Throw another special too. And with only 1 Fury passive from the node, the 200% tech power boost was actually perfect. But if I had probably any more than just 1 of those Furies, it would have been too much. So it ended up working. But that's definitely something that I'm a bit of a noob when ghosting Alliance War. And I was just watching Karate Mike's first war video of the season, and he was talking about it with Ghost, where you need to really know what you're doing with her boosts. It affects how you use your attack boost, your health, your attack boost, your attack and health boost, like what level of it, and it matters for your tech boost, the 150 or the 200, because if you have too much of any one thing, you're just going to go to L3 with too much power. So that's something that I'm going to need to find my way around when ghosting more and more in Alliance War. But I feel like I did a pretty good job this first war. Just gonna kind of have to figure it out. It shouldn't be too bad. But yeah, that was the end of the war. We didn't die, which was fantastic, and we ended up winning. We had a really, really solid war, man. It just felt really good to log in, see the win, not only the win, but then looking at this and like, wow, we only died 3 times as an alliance. That feels good, man. Feels like everyone in the alliance really pulled together, and really proud of us. That 3 deaths, that's an average of 1 death per battle group. That's really solid. And these guys did a phenomenal job too. They only died 6 times, man. Really low death counts on both sides. So GG's to them. These guys were definitely really good. It's a good thing we got our stuff together on this war, because we needed to, and we pulled it off. So yeah, really proud of us. We both also had under 11,000 fight duration, which is interesting. But yeah, really solid war for us. Ghost went really well. Now let's go ahead and pull up our stats now for the season. These stats are not looking too good at this point. Hopefully by the end of the season we can kind of pull it together. You can see the first war, those 2 deaths, 7 and 2. That is, our solo rate was 78%. That's really bad. That's definitely the lowest my solo rate has ever been. Now we got it up to 85%, a little better. We're 5th in BG3 for power rating. Our power rating is 10.84. Just not great. But off to a rough start of the season. That's okay. Now we have the rest of the season to try to make it back. And our current streak is 5 fights without dying. So yeah, we'll see what we can get that streak to. See if we can make a recovery for this season. so far, we're on the right track by not dying in the second war, and yeah, it feels good to just, 2 wins in a row. I mean, it'd be sick if this whole thing was green by the end of the season, just representing like a win for every war. If it's a loss, I'll put it in red. It'd be cool if we had just, imagine if we won all 12 wars in a season and we placed first. That would be insane, man. That's always been a goal or a dream of mine to place first in Alliance War, but I want to do it with 4 Loki. That'd be awesome. But yeah, that's going to do it for this war video. Enough of my delusions of grandeur. That's going to do it. If you guys enjoyed the ghosting, drop a thumbs up. More Ghost and hopefully Kitty Pryde coming soon in Alliance War videos on the channel. So if you guys want to see those, subscribe. Hit the little bell so you'll be notified when I upload. Going to try to stay on time with uploads this season and don't want to be posting after the season's already ended. So yeah, I'll try my best. Thank you guys so much for watching. Peace out.